video is going to be a really exciting one. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions get ready with me on the new Haus Laboratories Glam Room #1 palette. So this is called the Fame palette. I received this in the mail yesterday and I have not tested it out on my eyes yet, so I'm going to open it up. I did swatch it last night because I couldn't resist, because as soon as I get a palette I have to swatch it. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's just super classy, super Gaga. Gaga has always been obsessed with the color black. She does love extravagant outfits and stuff like that. But when she started, all she wore was leather jackets and black leotards. So this is very Fame days for me, because her first album was called The Fame. So this is called The Fame, and I just think it's so nostalgic. So on the back you have all the names of the colors. And then when you open it up, this one's been a little bit difficult for me to open. So when you open it, you get this really nice mirror and this insert comes off, and then this is what the shades look like. They look so beautiful. They look like such beautiful everyday neutral tones, but you also get some purples in here, some red, just so if you're deciding to play with some color, you can pop one of these on the lid. So I'm super excited to try these out. I'm going to be reading the names on the back as best as I can while I'm dipping into each shade, but I'm super excited to try this out. So let me just, okay. So the first shade I'm going to try is this brown, and it's right here, and this one I believe is called Cameo, because I believe Slipper Room is shimmery. Yeah, I'm sure this is shimmy and this is Slipper Room, and this one's Top Hat. So this one is called Cameo. So we're going to dip into that one first. And when I swatched the mattes last night, they were pretty pigmented, and it comes up pretty pigmented on my brush. So let's run that through the crease. I did spray my brushes last night, so they all should be clean to do this first impression, because I always like doing first impressions with clean brushes, because then you can actually see how the eyeshadows actually perform the way that they're supposed to. So I'm going to just swipe that back and forth. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. There's really not too much kick up at all from the pan, which I can appreciate. I do like that, and this matte performs just fine. It pretty much performs like any other matte in my collection. When I swatched these, I wasn't like super blown away by them, but I knew that the mattes were going to perform just like a matte that I know I can blend easily. And this applies pretty damn easily. They don't apply super smooth. They kind of have like a harder pan, a harder like consistency in the pan. So I didn't think that they were going to be like too buttery, because they really don't like feel buttery. They feel more like hard when you swatch them. So I figured that they weren't going to be like super buttery to blend, but I know that they would work just fine. So then for the defining shade, I'm going to take this brown shade, and that one, I believe this is Cake, Applause, Curtain Call, and this one's called Contort. So I'm going to use that one. It's kind of a nice pun on like contouring and contorting. So I'm going to, I guess that's what it is. I'm going to run that through my crease. That's a really nice brown. I like that one. That just goes on the crease really easily. And I'm going to do the same on the other eye. Just like that. Alright, so I do want to pop one of the purples on my lid today. So I'm going to take the darkest shade in the palette, because I want some definition on my outer corners. So for the outer corners, I'm going to take the black, and that one is called Top Hat. And when I swatched this, it's actually a really, really good black. So I hope it performs well on the eyes. I'm just going to take a little bit, and I'm going to just blend that slightly into the outer corners, and that's a really nice black. I kind of want it to almost be a little bit more gray tone, so I don't want to take like too much. I'm just going to, did I say ever so slightly? I like saying that sometimes, so ever so slightly blend it into the outer corner. I always feel like I sound like Wayne Goss when I say that. I do really like Wayne Goss too. I like his videos. So I've been kind of going through a rough time lately. Filming has pretty much been the only thing that makes me like kind of happy besides being with my boyfriend right now. There's been a lot of shit going on in my personal life right now that's not good. Not for me, but like for my best friend and for my boyfriend, like with my boyfriend's car accident, and now my best friend's mom is pretty much not going to be with us anymore, and you won't see this video for another like week or so, but I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm doing okay, but I'm really hoping that my best friend will recover from this, because she was adopted when she was little, so her mother was all who she had left, and her mother is very old and very ill, so she was hoping to go down and remove her from the state that she was currently living in and bring her back up to where she was living. But unfortunately, her state was so bad that she can't, and she has to stay where she is right now and has to spend her time with her. So, I really wish I was there. I didn't know how bad it was until she told me yesterday. And, like, we knew that she was not doing great. She hasn't been doing great for a long time, but we thought at least she was going to be able to bring her back up here, because, you know, Liz wanted to spend as much time as she could with her before it got this bad. But unfortunately, if she moves her, it's not going to be good. So, I've just been trying to hold it together for her. I got upset last night, so I'm not going to cry right now, but I just feel so terrible, because I really wish I could live closer to her still, because she used to live like not even that far from, like a half hour away from me. Before, like back when we were like still in college, she lived way closer to me. And now since she lives in Connecticut, it kind of sucks that I really can't see her too often. The last time I saw her was Halloween. Alright, so for the purple shade, I am going to take the shade Slipper Room. I wanted to take one of the, like neutral shades today, but I was like, if I don't play with the purples today, I'm probably not going to have a chance to, because I've been wearing so much purple from the Anna and Elsa palettes, and I don't have a lot of purple clothing from Lucky, so I was like, since I'm wearing a black sweater today, I might as well try and use the purples. Sorry, that's my space heater. You guys know I'm always cold, so that thing is on as soon as I wake up in the morning, and then I turn it off until I get home at night, so obviously because I don't want to burn the house down. So that's a really pretty purple, but it kind of takes some building. So I'm going to keep on building that up. And also, I don't know how work is going to go today, because there's just been a lot of stuff going on at work too. I'm hoping it's not too bad. There's just this one person that like is not the best at their job, so we're not sure what's going to happen today. So I don't know. I don't care really. That's not really my problem. Okay, so that's a good thing about having a small YouTube channel, is that no one watches my videos, so whatever. Alright, so I'm just going to take that on like the center because I kind of want to take another shade on the inner part. That looks really pretty. But I feel like it's still not applying up here. That's better. I feel like you really have to build it up. So that's not like my favorite thing ever. And then on the inner part, I'm going to take this shade, and it's called Shimmy. I'm going to take that. I was going to use this all over the lid tomorrow, but I don't know if it's like more purpley tone or more pinky tone. I think it's more purpley. I'm just going to take that on that inner part right there. Yeah, that's really pretty. That shade's really nice. I'm going to take that here too. This shade is definitely like more buttery feeling than the other ones. Not that I dipped into the mattes with my finger, but I remember last night that they weren't like super soft. Why isn't it like staying? But what I do like is that it does stick pretty nicely to the lid. Okay, and then for the last shade, I'm so tired again. I took a Unisim last night and I did not really sleep that great at all, so I don't know what's going on. And then for the brow bone highlight, I'm going to take the matte white shade in the palette, and it's called Cake. I'm going to put that on my brow bone. That's a really nice pigmented color. I like that too. I do the same over here. And that's pretty much it for the eyes for now. I'm going to come back and do my face makeup. I don't know if I'm just going to do my face makeup off camera and just jump into the lower lash line and the rest of my face just to save some time. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'll be back. I'm going to clean up the under eyes and stuff, even though there's really barely anything to clean up. And I'll probably just apply a bit more of the mattes to my crease. So yeah, I'll be back. So I did my concealer and foundation and stuff. I'm just going to set my face with my Thrive Cosmetics powder, and then we'll jump into the lower lash line. I always use this powder like for everything because I love it. I'm like super tired and I already am like running out of time, which is like really annoying. But I feel like this like never dispenses enough powder anymore, probably because I'm like running out of it. I mean, I'm not really running out of it, but I don't know. And I used like a really old concealer. Like not a really old one, but one that I haven't used in a little while. I don't know why the lighting is so bad in this video. Probably because it's miserable outside still. It's still raining from yesterday. Yesterday it rained all day, and today it's still raining. It sucks. I hate the rain sometimes. It like makes you so much more depressed than you already are. Yay, this video is just so much fun today. Alright, so hopefully that's enough. I don't know why that took me so long to set everything. And then I'm just going to set my face with my usual Charlotte Tilbury powder because it's my favorite. And I'm still trying to use this guy up. It's taking me a while, like, to like scrape the edges and stuff. Probably should start using like a sponge to press this in, because I always see Andrea Mattiliano do that. It's okay, I'm not too lazy. Alright, so now let's go. So for my face, I used the One Heck of a Blot. I used the NYX Primer Spray first, obviously, and then I used the One Heck of a Blot primer from Soap & Glory. I've really been liking this. And then I used the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation just to make it simple and easy, and Y225 because I don't have that much time And then for concealer, I use my Master Conceal by Face Studio because I really want to finish this up before the year's over. As you can see, there's barely anything in here, and I finished off 3 concealers already, so want to finish that off too. So now we're just going to jump back into the palette real quick, and I'm going to take just this shade on the lower lash line and this one on my inner corners. So, because I need to smudge something on the lower lash line, even though typically around this time, if I only had this little time, because I only have like 15 minutes now, I wouldn't typically smudge something, but since we're trying out the palette today, I gotta smudge something. So I'm just gonna take that brown that we used as our crease shade, and I'm going to just slightly run that on the lower lash line. But what's actually impressing me about these eyeshadows is that they're not really transferring to the crease all that much, which is actually pretty nice. Like, it performs pretty nice and solid. So far, I like that. I don't know what look I'm going to do tomorrow because I want to wear like this pink sweater, and again, there's not really that many pinks in here. Alright, so for the inner corners, I'm going to go in with the shade Spotlight. So I pretty much used the whole bottom row. So that's pretty good. I'm going to apply that to the inner corners. I don't know if this one's more pinky toned or more like a white, but it's really pretty. Yeah, ooh, that's nice. I like that. It's nice and frosty. Okay, so that's that. And then we're pretty much done with the eyes. So yeah, I liked that palette. It performed really nicely. I wouldn't say that the eyeshadows are like revolutionary. Like, I don't think you can't get these shades or this type of formula in another palette that you already have, but it's not like it was a bad palette, so I did like it. It performed really nicely. Sorry, there was some eye goo. Alright, so I'm just going to coat my lashes with mascara, and I will be right back. So for liner, I just used my Maybelline Skinny Liner on my waterline, and then I went in with my Milk Makeup Push Mascara, and then I used the MAC Accent Applied with a Black Lash on the lower lash line. So now I'm going to bronze up my skin, and I'm going to use the Guerlain bronzer. Really, I've been enjoying this bronzer. It's really, really nice, and it blends so easily, so. And it's a really pretty, like, mid-tone bronzer. I like it. It's a nice one. And then I'm just going to use a run-of-the-mill blush because I really just didn't have time to pick out a different one. So I'm just going to use... Did my bronzer actually apply? Yeah, it looks pretty. I'm just going to use Marc Jacobs Kinks and Kisses. No, Flesh and Fantasy. I'm just going to use that. I always know that it looks good, so I'm just going to grab this. I'm so tired. I don't know why I didn't sleep that great. Probably because I'm just so concerned about my best friend right now. I just really wish I could see her. But, gotta keep going on. Gotta keep being positive. So, I just hope she's okay. And then, for highlight, I'm going to go in with an older one. I'm going to use Anastasia's. Why is this so, like, I don't know. I just feel like there's no brightness. I'm going to use Anastasia's Starlight. Just because I felt like using it today. And because I wanted something, like, kind of whitish, but not really. So, this one's, like, perfect for that. And I always know that it's going to be really beautiful. Even though, I don't know, my highlight has been coming out so powdery lately. I don't know why. Yeah, that's pretty. I feel like I need to wash this brush because it's just not doing the most for me right now. Gotta pick out a lippy still. I have no idea what I want to use. And then I'm just going to set my face with my Flower Beauty. This stuff lasts forever. It's still like up to here. It lasts a hell of a lot longer than my other setting sprays did from the drugstore. And then I'm going to pick out a lippy. Just give me a sec. Alright, and then I'm just going to line my lips really quick with MAC Strip Down. This has been my favorite lip liner lately. You know what? I think I'm going to grab a liquid lipstick. Even though I have to go buy makeup wipes tonight. I mean, I have my cellar water. I can just take it off like that. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to grab a liquid lipstick super quickly. I never use this one enough, and I'm like, I'm going to go down and use it. So I'm going to use Makeup Forever's Artist Liquid Matte in the shade 103. I'm going to use that. It's just a really pretty nude shade. Yeah, but I was waiting for the palette to come in the mail like all day yesterday. And I read what time it actually came. It didn't come until like almost 5 o'clock in the evening. And I was just like, there was no way I could wait for that. My boyfriend and I had like already ate at that point, and I was already like at his house chilling. So I was like, what the heck? My lucky package came like in the morning. Like way earlier than the USPS mail came. What the? Alright, I gotta fix that. What am I doing? I don't know. I feel like this is becoming really spastic for no reason. Let me just finish it off. Alright, you guys, so this is pretty much the finished look. I didn't have time to like brush my hair or put jewelry on, but here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I actually really like this palette. I actually thought that it performed just fine. It's pretty, but like I said, it's not like super essential. You don't really like need it. But if you're a Gaga fan like me, I'm a huge Gaga fan. I've been wanting something from her line for a while, and this was the only thing that really sparked my interest. And I thought since it was a palette that was really good for every day, it's something that I'm going to use pretty much all the time, that I was like, this would be a good thing for me to add to my collection. So yeah, I think the colors are really beautiful, and I can't wait to test out the other shades. So I have to go, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you picked up anything from Gaga's line, or if you're even interested in picking up this palette. I would love to know. I don't know what that is. I feel like that's lipstick or something. So yeah, please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. I love you guys. Bye!